one of the things I wanted to talk about was I was watching this little snippet of a video the other day, and there's a guy, I can't remember what his name is, but he writes the Rich Dad Poor Dad books, and I remember reading one of his books a long time ago. It might have been his first or second book, but he's a big investor guy, puts on seminars and stuff like that, and I'm sure he has a lot of good information, but from what I can glean of what the way he presents himself and the information he gives you, he's kind of a pompous ass. I'll just say it straight out. He's condescending, kind of a holier than thou. I'm so smart. He does mention that the premise between Rich Dad Poor Dad is his dad was like a principal in a school system. I think it was in Hawaii, and so that's his natural father, and he calls it his poor dad, and his rich dad is some business person that kind of took him under his wing and taught him everything he knows about business. But I can go on about what I think about this guy, and why I'm even talking about it is because a lot of people listen to this guy, and I just want to chime in on my observations of this guy, and it's hard for me to take him seriously or take his advice, whether it be truly good or whether it's just a bunch of junk. Just from his attitude alone, it's hard to listen to this guy. But he was going on about 4 kinds of people, and how two of the kinds of people are workers, either a worker or a service person, and then on the other side, the other kinds of people are the investors, the venture capitalists, stuff like that. And he says, his poor dad taught him how to be a worker, but his rich dad taught him how to be somebody who's really, building their capital, building their worth. And that's all well and good, and it may be true, and he may be perfectly right. But the premise is, you have to assume everybody wants to be an investor. Well, don't you want to be rich? Well, not necessarily so. Some people are living paycheck to paycheck, but they're happy. They wouldn't trade their lives for anything else. It's kind of like, I had a friend trying to get me to sell Amway. Oh, well, you can make a lot of money, da-da-da-da. But I don't want to sell Amway. I like doing what I do. Heck, I'd mow grass if I could make enough money. There's a balance to everything. The sake of making money for the sake of making money does not bring joy to everybody. I know I had a seminar or a training session on manufacturing, and this guy did training for a lot of big companies, and he said he ran into a lot of investor, banker, capitalists, that investment capital guys, that they play with numbers all day. That's their job, is they play the market and maximize earnings and buy and sell companies. That's what they do. They make a lot of great money, but the recurring theme is that I really don't feel satisfied with my job. Yeah, I'm rich, but I'm not really that happy. And of course, you can argue that, give me the money, I'll be happy. So, but it's true. There's been companies where I've worked for that I made really, really good really, really good money, but I was miserable. I was miserable at those companies. I didn't enjoy the work. I didn't enjoy the people I work with. It was misery, you know. So the premise behind that you're a better person, or better people are the ones who are the investors, are the ones that are really getting rich. You know, you want to be in that category. He didn't say in so many words, but that's what he was alluding to. You know, do you want to just be a worker, or do you want to be somebody who's really making money? It kind of hit me the wrong way. Not everybody wants to do what you do. Because you enjoy it doesn't mean that that's what everybody should be doing. If that was the case, everybody be an investment banker and a venture capitalist, and everybody would have the perfect life. But that's not the case in reality. So anyway, that's my rant. Stay safe out there. I'm definitely going to try to stay safe. I'm actually driving the speed limit. Take care.